I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. Okay. And we're back on the Mana Symbol channel on a beautiful Tuesday night. Took Monday off. Happy to be back with all these wonderful folks hanging out here. Thank you for joining me tonight. And we're starting off with something from the Sweet 5-O's. This is Mad Ramon's Crazy Dryad Control. So I believe it was Mad Ramon was the name of the person who 5-O'd with this 80-card Yorion deck. With 4 of Dryad, the Elysian Grove, bunch of burn spells, Wrenn and Six, Growth Spiral, Snapcaster, Remands, Ops, Serum Visions. It's like a blue, soupy, rampy deck. It's got 4 Valakuts in here for the Dryad of the Elysian Groves. It reminds me a lot of a deck that was created by Mr.Raeb a few months back. And by a few months back, it was probably like 6 months back. That was sort of very similarly oriented. He didn't stick with it for too long, but he 5-0'd at least once with it, and then sort of let it go. But this is very much in that sort of vein. I'm interested to see how it plays out. No scape shifts and no bring to lights, but I believe that our opponent will often feel like we are playing those cards and attempt to play around them in a way that perhaps we're able to exploit. Now, I'm not saying that that is a core strategy of the deck. I'm just saying I think it's likely something that will happen as we go along. So this should be able to stand up against decks like Esper fairly easily, I would think. And then the rest of the metagame, I'm not sure. We should go way over the top of most sort of mid-rangey decks. Not that Modern has a lot of true mid-range decks. So we'll see how this all goes down. We have Yorion Sky Nomad in the deck. I usually say the wisdom of Yorion is either you want a lot of things that Yorion flickering will give you a bunch of value with, or you want a lot of mana, or both. In that respect, this deck is mostly on the having a lot of mana front. So just good old blue control. Let's go play some Modern with it. Crazy Ramon. Well, I'm glad you like a JK Torborg, so I've had some good feedback so far. Capoeira. Warning, there's not going to be a music video anytime soon. All right, I think I'll keep that on the draw. Not a great hand, but we got stuff to do. Oh, yeah. Soulscar Mage. Oh, perfect. Unless they have the mutagenic growth, which of course they will. But it is a lot of damage that we'll be reducing. Never, ever do not have it. But that was 1, 2, 3 damage that we dodged there. So that's kind of not bad. Yeah, sure. Yikers. Did they not hit a land? And they don't have one? Holy crap. It's a sign from the gods. We need to find another lightning bolt or something, but huh. Well, I guess dying brutally and easily is an option. So the Sprite Dragon's officially too big for me to bolt. And I'm not going to draw, or I'm not going to be able to kick a Burst Lightning in time, assuming that I draw one in the first place, which it doesn't look like I'm going to. We look very dead. Shark Typhoon, almost definitely not going to be able to do anything here at all. So I'd rather just not even play it and just die ineptly because Mutagenic Growth is a card. Nice job, Jig. Oh yeah, well I stole Phoenix's luck on Sunday, so it's all cyclical. Phoenix will steal your luck or something. No, what's the big math problem? The body switching machine. The body switching machine's the big math problem. I switch bodies with you, and you switch bodies with someone, and that someone switches bodies with someone, and the machine can't have people switch bodies with people they've already switched with before. And it was how do you solve to fix it? And it was in an episode of Futurama, but it was one of those things that apparently actually took like a fairly complicated sort of magical thing for them to solve or whatever. I don't remember the exact story, but I could probably look it up. Here we go. Yeah, here's the mathematical proof that was required to solve the body switching thing. You can't believe Chill is a card? I can believe Chill is a card. I mean, Blood Moon's a damn card. Yeah, exactly. Like I would believe anything, right? From the old Flash Fires is a card. Chill is so much more oppressive than Blood Moon. That really depends, friend. At least with Chill, you're technically still allowed to cast cards. Like, you can still play your spells. Depending on the deck with Blood Moon, you may literally not be able to cast your spells. I'm not saying that it's, like, problematic. I think it's totally fine that if you've built your deck in a way where you get 100% locked out by a Blood Moon, then that's fine. But, like, I don't understand why you're confused about the existence of Chill. Like, it's even symmetrical. If the opponent is playing red cards, they also have to pay more for them. You hope we expansion a Bolt to kill the mage. You know what's kind of fun? I can I can expansion the Manamorphose and then Aether Gust it, which I'm actually going to do because I need to cycle this thing. Perfect. Get out of here. Shoot. I mean, Creeping Chill is a very obnoxious card as well. No. Jig has been talking repeatedly about actual chill. Float the mana, then weather the storm. I mean, I didn't want them to play the Stormwing entity this turn, Jig, and I wouldn't be able to deal with it if I let it resolve. I just have no way to actually counter it. Whereas, like, assuming that they topped it, which they did, they're not gonna. Okay, they're gonna play a Swift Spear, then they're gonna play it, and then when they play the Stormwing, I get to charm it. Yeah, that doesn't leave me anywhere for the other things that are happening right now, but I can't get concerned about those yet because I will die. Oh, okay. Cool. So they're just not going to be able to attack for anything. That's awesome. This is actually way better for me.
Yoink!
Nice. Opponent is on 2 cards in hand, but I'm not feeling confident yet. Soon. Shonen for the rest of my life. Frankly, Swift Spear, I don't give a damn. I know that was more JFK than Humphrey Bogart? Is that who that is? Am I supposed to go counter bounce the Soulscar Mage? I'm not sure, Mike. We definitely died in game 1. Did I see the new squirrel shot? I did not. It's definitely not in the bot yet. That won't be until after the release. Um. Whoa. That's awesome, dude. That's going to be neat with first day of class. What am I supposed to do here? Counter this and bounce the Soul Scar? I think that's what I want to do. They have a Spell Pierce. How shitty is that for me? Not overly. Hooray! We're playing against Delver. All the things are efficient and they kill you. No, no. My God. Oh, well, we're mostly dead. Mostly dead is slightly alive, but jeez. Okay. Well, they have 0 cards in hand. 2 draw lands, though. Horizon lands, if you prefer. Target Aether Gust. Block the Swiftspear. Trade for it. Assume their last card in hand isn't literally exactly Lightning Bolt. What? Oh, they wanted to see... Okay, so they put the Soul Scar on the bottom. Interesting. Okay. Well... So if the card in their hand is Lava Dart, if I play Weather the Storm now, I'm going to go to 9. Then they deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage to me. If it's Bolt, I'm dead, no matter what. Okay, looks like we're okay. We're in the clear. Whatever their hand is, it's not particularly impressive. Dryad. I think I can get more value out of this Weather Storm on a future turn? Yes! So we need to do something about this Dryad. Cause he's a brick house. That's a good quote. Hi, Roy. Excellent. Okay. Should be a bunch of Storm count this turn. He's mighty, just letting his nips hang out. Oh, he's a brick house. Storm count 1. Storm count is definitely going higher than 1. So they have an Opt in exile that they can cast, and they have 1 card in hand. I'm going to go ahead and block. Because if they play both these cards, I'm going to gain 12 life. Now, it could be a bluff. Because they get to just bonk here, like at worst. But if they manage to find a burn spell, then... Yeah, okay. Now, I don't know if they had that before or after, but it's not going to matter. But we're going to get to gain 12 life off this exchange, so I don't mind it. Whee! Brat. Some people do things, good things, and bad things with it for the love of mana. Do do do, baby do do do. Some people do things, good things, bad things with it. For the love of mana. Is their last card mutagenic growth? Actually faction. Oh, Lavadart. I forgot the Lavadart in their graveyard. I'm okay with them sacking it mountain. Yeah, it is fairly unacceptable, Phoenix. It's ridiculous. It's kind of like how Titan is in Modern. Like, they can kill you on turn 2, or they can kill you on turn 7 with almost nothing. It really doesn't take them much to be able to completely annihilate most decks. Now, we have managed to get to the point of the game where I would like to draw Snapcaster, or Fact or Fiction, or Shark Typhoon is fine. Yeah. That's that's a pretty reasonable draw. I am going to be cycling this for a 4/4. I know there's probably people who are like, you should cast that, but I have literally no other cards in hand. If I start drawing lands, then I'm going to lose. So I would prefer to take the line where I don't gamble that direction of, oh, unbelievably hard. Whee! Says draw a card must be good. Agreed. I do like drawing cards, Michael. How did you know? Shit. Goddamn Soulscar Mage. Well, maybe I'll actually be allowed to kill one of their creatures. Probably not, but maybe I'll actually be able to kill both of their creatures. Unfortunately, thanks to expressive iteration, there's a Yorion in my companion zone right now I should have been grabbing. This deck is such a non-Yorion deck, I literally forgot all about him. I want to start working on a Miracle Shell in case it does get any better. I mean, I can't imagine that it doesn't. Miracles has got to get better, right? Can't get any worse. I mean, Brainstone is. I know Aspiring Spike is excited about the potential of counterbalance Brainstone and Luris. So, black-white Luris, or sorry, blue-white Luris Miracles may be a thing in the near future. Could even be playing Esper. Spike is a pretty smart guy. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Orion's just definitely a giant beat stick in this deck. That is 100% sure. I think I'll just take pile 1. I know the double Archmage's Charm seems good, but I'll just take the extra cards, put Yorion in my hand this turn, and just, go win. Well, I wasted my mana not grabbing the Yorion last turn, but at least I wouldn't be playing it this turn, so. They need to draw, like, iteration into Bedlam Reveler at this point. Double Archmage draw could be anything. It could even be a Dryad. Michael, you missed the special musical interlude earlier. But there will be a full release later this week, so. I don't know if Roy did. I don't know when he got here because he didn't announce himself. Unless you quoting me was announcing yourself, Roy. 28th damage through all of our removal and disruption. Yeah, but we gained 21 life with 2 cards. You messaged me about it on Facebook. Okay. Yeah, when you don't announce yourself, I don't know when you got here, so I don't know what you saw or did not see. What's up, Pi? How you doing? I'm here dying of prowess just like everybody else. Playing Mana Traders? I did mine a couple weeks back. Wow, what the hell are you playing that's taking that long? So if I remand this, I'm taking 6. Then next turn I can go Growth Spiral Remand. Or Growth Spiral Weather. And if they have a mutagenic, I'm going to take 10. If they have 2 mutagenics, I'm going to take 14. Okay, I was hoping that they were digging for land, and it does look like it. Yeah, Pi, play the Velomachus deck. I 9-1'd with that in Mana Traders. For the love... Uh-huh. I didn't even play removal, opponent. I didn't even play removal. The remand was... They punished us. How did they punish us? Like, unless you're saying, like, we're just not going to cast anything and weather the storm. But, like, what... Like... Because this turn I can guaranteed go Growth Spiral into Weather. Although I guess I have to double shock to do that. You think we should have just held up Weather? You're possibly correct. The thing is with the Sprite Dragon... I don't know. The Sprite Dragon is just, like, endlessly problematic here. It's just going to get bigger and bigger, and there's no way to get past that. Like, we're basically just screwed. If I double fetch shock... There is, though, given our tools... Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's Aether Gusts. Well, I think I just have to cast a single Weather the Storm. Honestly, I was just gambling on... I was gambling on the fact that they weren't going to hit a land being more relevant, and that maybe they wouldn't have the mutagenic growth. But yes, we did get horrifically punished for what I did. Hooray. If I cast Weather, we could die anyway. If I cast Growth Spiral into Weather, we will likely die anyway, because I have to take 3/6 damage to do it. So I'm just going to cast the Weather and pray. They had an insane hand anyway. I mean, they had the 1-drop, 2-drop, iteration, mutagenic growth. Like, there's no... Yeah. I don't know. In my 80-card deck to get to... Yes, I agree. Yeah. I didn't think about it deeply enough because the truth of the matter is, in my opinion, that prowess can be insane enough that it just doesn't matter. Like, we just died, despite the fact that I just gained 6 life on turn 4. On my turn 3, by the way. They just killed us through that life gain. It didn't even matter at all. It wasn't even a speed bump. Remand and gain 6, like, literally did nothing to them killing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't play that as well as I possibly could have, but their hand was completely obscene, so it's like, you know. In fact, has gotten a bit nuts with how many variations they can turn to kill people. Are there new ones? This deck needs Spore Frog. I don't think any deck needs Spore Frog. Mordekaiser would disagree with me, though. Has the number of turn 2 potential kills for Infect changed at all? I don't think that it has. think Modern Horizons 1 was the last time they got an upgrade that helped them with speed. Yeah, but they can also do that with Groundswell and Might of Old Krosa. They can do it with mutagenic growths. Like there's a lot of different ways that Infect can turn to you. Think about playing one Grizzlebrand in the Velomachus deck for prowess. How bad is it? Pretty terrible. I think that is a complete insane choice. I think 3 timely reinforcements in the sideboard and prayer is what you need. That's my current strategy, and it's working okay. It's not great, but it's fine. You just didn't get how many combinations they have to... Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a reason Infect is a very good deck. Yeah, Platinum Empyrean would be a better choice, probably, Pi. Oh, it's Dredge. Huh. Okay, this is going to be a weird game. Jeez. Demons. Dragons. Kalia. There is a modern legal Kalia. I don't know if it's the one that Roy intended to talk about. Yeah. It's in modern or core set M20? M21? Yeah, well, one of the core sets had like a legendary creatures theme. Crap. Wait, did they time that wrong? Oh, they did. Silver Smoke only comes back at the end of your turn. Good to know. Pox. I know Michael's primary legacy deck. It's Pox. Stinkweed Hardcast. They are not having the best game over there. Smiting Helix in the graveyard. Incoming Smiting Helix to the dome. So they can get back a single Silver Smoke Ghoul. Does not attack with the Stinkweed. I'm somehow actually worried about me killing them. It's interesting. Sometimes you don't need to beat Dredge. Dredge just beats itself. Well, you say that. I mean, we are a far cry from actually being able to kill them. Smart move is to Helix their own imp. Yeah, maybe. Well, that's a hell of a draw. How's it going, Joe Cheney? Okay, so we've got bolts on deck. So probably just gonna make a 4/4 block and kill their Narc Amoeba and see where we're at. I suppose if they hit something like an Ox, well, they had nothing to dredge. Like I could try to cycle the Shark Typhoon for like a 2/2 and draw into Remand, or a 1/1 and draw into Archmage's Charm, or a 0/0. And yeah, we're close to being able to kill them, maybe. Well, that's good news. I'll take it. Thoughts on Unsubtlety? It's unsubtle as the pasta that is referred to as puttanesca. What I'm saying is it's as subtle as a hua. It's as subtle as a Michael Bay movie. My thoughts are, I'm not entirely sure how that's going to get played, but I do have some reservation about how obscene the incoming Modern Horizons 2, Roy. How obscene the incoming white-blue taxes deck is about to be. Something tells me there's going to be a completely obscene white-blue taxes deck with that card and Rishadan, Dockhand, and more. Thalia, Aether Vial, probably Force Negation. So they have all their bases covered. Apparently that's subtle enough I never noticed, Joe Cheney, so no. Less subtle than that. Sculler paired with Grief? Yeah, maybe. Certainly possible. Yeah, the new incarnations are pretty scary. Pretty bonkers. What an incarnation? Intarnation? Whatever. I'm excited to play Snapcaster Abundant Harvest. Do you remember the chat user who was speed cubing? No. I can slow cube. The white and green ones? I feel like they can't possibly compete with the black and blue ones. And then we don't need to talk about the red ones, right? Because the red one is just going to be unplayable. The green and white ones are going to pretend to be playable. I do like the sort of Hearth and Harvest, or whatever it's going to be. The red is Flame Tongue Kavu. Well, there's already the Flame Tongue Kavu creature, right? There is a red one already, right? You have a new dubious challenge list to try out? That sounds fantastic. While my opponent is taking forever to start up game 2. Ah, they've officially disconnected. Phoenix, you are one hell of a brewer. I have to applaud you. So this is with Charming Prince, right? Yeah, I knew it. And the sword, by the way, the Sword of Hearth and Home will function with this kind of strategy. If you can connect, you can flicker a creature you own. Yo, what's up, Mark muting? Mark. Anytime I see Mark with a C, I always think that person must be European. Only people who would spell Mark with a C. Mark. Moto crash. Thought sideboarding was just taking a long time. No worries. Who's a peon? European. Wait, what? The way you spell your first name is awesome, Phoenix. Awesome. Oh, well, that makes perfect sense then, doesn't it? My family is German. I have heard a lot of German in my life, though the amount of German I can speak is pretty shameful. They only had a life from the loam, and they managed to dredge into nothing. Hell yeah. Sometimes the good guys win. Discards Loam, Conflag, and Cathartic. Yeah, alright. Did they hit a second dredger? They did not. Wow. Your German is trash. Fluent in Spanish, though. Hey, Spanish is great. I can speak some Spanish, a little bit less than my German, which is a little bit less than my French. But speaking a little bit of a bunch of languages makes me kind of European. No, not really at all. Yeah, this hand is kind of gasoline. Well, because my dredge opponent has flailed around doing nothing again. I'm assuming they're going to play Ox of Agonis on this turn. We're just going to counter it, and then the game is going to be pretty close to over. Or at least really good for the home team. All language is trash. That is a statement. What in the hell? Yeah, I'll cryptic that. That seems free. I guess I could let it resolve and just factor fiction, huh? Like, I'm not killing them now. And then later on, I can just cryptic bounce it? Yeah, alright. You got it. Let's just factor fiction now. Yeah. I got to the same conclusion, Roy. Yes, I'll whichever pile is 3. Just give me a 3. Give me a pile of 3. I'll take that one. I don't care which one. Yeah? All right. They don't know I'm playing Wrenn and Six, I guess. Ask them if they have seen Shark Tornado. Good old Sharknado. A little overlanded here. I wonder if I could try to find Dryad. I guess it wouldn't mean much. Hey, Bruce Guy, the magic guy with that party of 8.
You can run, but you can't glide.
Bruce Guy, I've always wanted to ask you, is inertia a property of magic?
Side effects may include dry mouth, nausea, vomiting, water retention, painful recollection, dementia, psychosis, coma, death, and halitosis. Magic is not for everyone. Consult your doctor before use.
Do that. Or your local science guy. Or magic guy, as the case may be. It's a heck of a question. I think it's a very important question. We all know inertia is a property of matter. But what say we? What say we of inertia being a property of magic? Think about how tempo is so important to how magic functions as a quotient of fun. I don't know what half those words mean, but I trust your magic words. I like your funny words, Magic Man. Roy, of course, will be one of the few people who understands that quote, but... Do I want to counter this? What happens when the unstoppable object meets the immovable force? Layers. Now, I think this is fine, because I'm about to cast... Yes, it was in fact Clone High. Joe Chaney is a hero. You are a god among men. Alright. Leyline this. JFK and the Pusher. Yep. Played by Jack Black. 100%. I wonder if they're going to have Nature's Claim right here. Gosh, that would suck. Nope. Tapped Blood Crypt. Okay, maybe not. I'm the Pusher. So how many scoops? 2, please. I probably still remember most of the lyrics of the Pusher's song. I push raisins on kids, and they think it's cool, because they're told not to do it by their parents and the school. I'm the Pusher. I'm the Pusher. Make myself alluring with bands and boycotts. First they'll smoke raisins, then they'll shoot up apricots. I know you can't resist me. Now you want to smoke some fruit? Check out my sweet-ass matching pantsuit. It's a great, great song. I definitely can't remember all the little really quick interlude bits that he spouts off. I know, like, one of them's like, I'm the lean, mean, have a dream pusher. Is Taco Sticking one of them? It is, because I remember there's a visual of him, like, putting a toothpick through a taco. Which is just... Yeah, I provoke with the smoke till you choke. Take a toke, get your foot off my cloak. Yeah. Get your boot off my cloak, yeah. Take a toke, get your boot off my cloak. Goddamn fantastical writing. Just A++. That show, unreal. Just unreal. Jean d'Arc, the French name for Joan of Arc? No, nothing like that. At all. Smiting Helix, just bam, upstairs. Okay. So I got some dorks to deal with. But I do have Snap Cryptic with a Shark Typhoon in play, plus a Lightning Bolt. So it's either Snap Cryptic or... I've got Dryad. Dryad gives me the extra land drop. So Dryad, Serum Visions, Lightning Bolt Force. Yeah, I like that a lot. The nice thing about Dryad, too, is in addition to giving me the extra land play, it lets me play my fetch lands. Oh, shit, my Valakut just went online. Sorry, I didn't even notice that. Okay, this is way better. Wow, this is insane. I think we might win. Not sure. Not sure. Send tweet. Is there a story behind whether letting free spells hit creatures with no what is the timing restriction? Not the why are you what timing restriction? What? Is there a reason? Is there a story why they're letting free spells hit creatures with no timing restrictions? I mean, snapback already exists. I think it's called snapback. I mean, the Force of Negation gets held in check due to a certain degree by limiting the free part to not your turns. Yeah, but how often are opponents going to play? Yeah, but creatures are mostly sorcery speed, Roy. So if you restrict it only to your opponent's turn, that's not much of a restriction. Snapback has a steeper cost. I mean, in the pitch mode, it's pretty similar. Although obviously it doesn't put it on top, so they get to keep the card. Conflag for that. Yeah. What if you didn't though? Also, I would like a 3/3 flyer. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I wasn't expecting double smiting Helix here. All right. Well, before that resolves, let's kill. Nakamima? Yeah, sure. Do they have any? They don't have any. Oh, they have a Silver Smoke Ghoul. So if I bolt my Dryad in response here, they won't get their Ghoul back. And they won't gain the 3 life. I could just bolt the Ghoul afterwards, but it's probably better to just kill the Dryad. The red one will probably be absurd. I mean, the red Force was terrible, right? So I don't know if they're going to continue the same trend or go the other direction, right? Both seem likely to me. Oh my god, they can still play an Ox. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. It's fine. We'll be fine. Probably. Maybe not. Pyrokinesis analog? It might be. Yeah, the Force of Red was garbage tier, right? It put 2/3/1 elemental tokens into play that sacrifice at end of turn. No, at the beginning of your next upkeep. Even worse. It was specifically worded so you couldn't waylay it. Time for actual Fire Blast in Modern. I mean, I like the Kavu. I like the Kavu a lot. Little baby Kavu. Card makes me super happy. Holy crap, that sucks. We may end up dying this game. Black Forest is shite too, and Grief is probably really good. Yeah, I mean, Jesus. You have an idea to exploit that force, but you don't play Moto. Okay, well. Wrenn and Six E. Don't hate that. I probably should have grabbed an untapped land in case I need to play Snap Cryptic here. So now my best option's like Snap Bolt. Oof. Alright. I'm hoping they play stuff before combat and I get to go Remand. Because this army is not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. Okay. No more Creeping Chills is nice. So I guess I'm only taking one here, which is not so bad. We do have a Cryptic in the yard. We can do that next turn, though. We're up to Sharknado 5, Return of the Trailer Park. Well, I'm hoping they play a couple of different spells here, because then I get to go Remand. Well, Mark, we didn't see Wrenn and Six until, like, the full spoiler came out, right? Wrenn and Six was not well understood for, like, a good month or two or even three. For many reasons. I mean, part of the fact was everything was just overshadowed by Hogak. So, I mean, that's a whole thing. Now they're gonna play the Ox, I guess. But they don't have enough cards to play it twice, so the Remand should get them here. And like, one thing I will say that's really great about Modern Horizons 2 is at least the first spoilers weren't something like Cabal Therapist and Sarah when the power level of the set was what it's going to be, you know? Because those first two spoilers for the Black Green Walker is not good. The fact that it has special properties, though, is potentially way better than people are thinking it is. Yeah. There's tons of cards in Modern Horizons 1, and I'm sure it'll be the same case with 2, where, like, people are just going to ignore them or miss them. Yeah, you can Coco into a walker. You can unearth that Planeswalker. You can Violet in, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of nonsense available for that card. Okay, 1 Creeping Chill only. Whew. Well, I'm at 2. Yikes. Holy yikes. The Walker is amazing? Well, I don't know if it's amazing, but I'm definitely interested. Eldritch Chevalier. There's just infinite things you can do with it. I would be surprised if that card wasn't excellent. It's total nonsense. We'll see. We'll certainly see. Okay, well, my whole graveyard is fetch lands that are pointless. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. But in terms of blue, I need to keep 4, which I can do while also casting this Growth Spiral. So let's do that. Did not find Dryad. Hoping you chord an Eldritch into it. Please do that and not an actual good card. I mean, I'm not saying that it's, like, so good that it's going to, like, win matches on its own, but I think it is a very interesting synergy piece. Holy crap. I think it's only 2 prized amalgams. I guess it doesn't matter how many prized amalgams it is, because my plan right now is to Cryptic. Yeah, it's just the 2. Although, holy crap. Turns out when Dredge dredges most of their Dredge deck, that they can dredge the Dredge to... It's all lost. The word has lost all meaning. Empty the Warrens but green. I mean, it's not quite empty the Warrens. Someone said Squirrel Shot. I think Squirrel Shot is a much more characteristic. Obviously, you're not going to court into it. I don't know why you say obviously. Like, courting into it doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world at all to me. Like, it has the ability to sacrifice a creature and kill stuff, and it has the ability to generate creatures. Half of Warrens for half the cost. Yeah, but I mean, the damage equivalent is the same as Grape Shot. But again, like, jeez. I missed that there was a Spining Helix in their graveyard. Well, we're going to game 3. So I think blocking with my Dryad lost me that game. I really, really wasn't expecting them to be able to double Spining Helix and Ox in the same turn. Weather the Storm is amazing, by the way. What, in this matchup? Alright, I'm into it. Oh, just in general? You're just commenting that Weather the Storm is a good card? Yes. Yes, Weather the Storm is a good card. Yeah. I think we're okay here. Nope. Yep. Sure. I get my F6 value. I don't normally do that, but I made a mistake because I was slightly thrown off by the ley line and something else that was distracting me. Beauty. Bloody Gright. Do I have a mountain in this deck? No, I don't. That's okay. I mean, it's just one of those things that, like, especially after Modern Horizons 1, but just in general, my my perspective towards spoilers is that I don't like to fire off a lot of quick takes because there's just too many factors that are involved in what make a Magic card good. There's what deck does it go in, it's what decks do you play against, what does the format look like, what other synergies exist, how many other cards that are going to be relevant to interactions with the card that we're looking at now are going to pop up in the near future. Like, it all matters, and not a little, like an insane amount. Every card is contextual. People can say Urza is powerful all they want, but Urza is not a competitively playable card in basically any format because there's no infrastructure to support it. Is content producer shies away from providing hot takes a hot take in itself? Probably not. If I actively attacked other people who had hot takes, that would be more of a hot take. Content producer shames other content producer for bad takes. Quote, hot takes are toxic to the environment of spoiler season and part of what is ruining Magic. Now there's a hot take. So all of Twitter. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? Blitz, you're a liar. You're a lying liar, and you lie. I don't mean that. You're great, buddy. Bye, graveyard. Zing. Prismatic ending in general seems like a very reasonable card. I'm excited to see what prismatic ending has to say to the format. One white hard, just remove target Swift Spear. Blitz, were you here for my song preview? Because I wanted to hear your squeak of delight. They shock in Stomping Grounds and then pass the turn. Are they gonna blow up my Wrenn and Six? Is that their plan right now? Because like I've already generated too much value. If their plan is like very slowly grind up and blow up my Ashiok, that will be fine. I will survive. Much like Gloria Gaynor? Anyway. We beefing like Wendy's. What, square? Yo, we square beefing up in this B. We square beefing with brioche buns and cheddar cheese and the best goddamn bacon junior cheeseburgers that exist on the planet. So this is going to be fun. Anyone see this play coming? I did. See ya. Nice blast zone, nerd. What were you going to do with that? Destroy my Wrenn and Six? I don't think so. Now you might be thinking, where is my beautiful house? Is this my beautiful wife? No, you might be thinking, how are you going to destroy their ley line of Sanctus, Zach? Well, shut the hell up for a second and let me tell you. I'm going to retrace that Cryptic Command 80 billion times and kill them with it. Also, I'm sorry I was harsh. But it was for comedic effect, and I hope you understand. Not lying, though, Blitz. Wendy's is my #1 fast food restaurant. I will fully admit they don't have the best fries in the world, but the junior bacon cheeseburger is the best budget option in all of fast food, and I will take no argument. No, sorry, I'm not listening to any arguments on that fact. Junior bacon cheeseburger is the best budget food like burger option that exists. Better than anything McDonald's has. Better than anything Harvey's has. And Burger King, I don't even want to talk about Burger King. Burger King is trash tier. Toxic Strimmer. Food court gourmands sound like untapped. Burger King is trash tier. That's my opinion. I have known wonderful, beautiful human beings who do not agree with that opinion, which is fine, but maybe it depends on where, JDX. Sproing. Well, I will say there's a certain charm to McDonald's. Like, I'm not going to say the quality is the best thing ever, but there's a certain funky, grody, greasy thing that McDonald's is going on that just nobody else can compete with. I'm not saying it's necessarily a good thing, but it's very unique. Don't forget Yorion so we can end this game. Well, at the moment, my plan is to Cryptic bounce their ley line and just keep them under my thumb for now. I have been to Waffle House, actually. I've also been to a Shake Shack. Shake Shack was real good. So Cryptic bouncing their ley line plus a Remand is probably all I need right now. Yeah. So let's Remand this the first time. Mark, that sounds like the Waffle House experience. Myth, my spoon is dirty. Oh, no problem, honey. I'll get that for you. Sticks it in a cup of hot water, while the cigarette that is hanging out of her mouth drips ash into your coffee. I 100% agree with that, Phoenix, because the one time in my life I did go to a Waffle House, I was so drunk. So drunk. Oh no. Roy, why would you do that to me? Roy, why? Why, Roy? I don't know if you consider it part of the South, JDX, but New Orleans is the #1 food destination I've ever been to. It was unbelievable. Holy crap, dude. You posted 2 commands? Exclamation point lie. Exclamation point lie context. Oh. Yeah, alright. You can have the ley line. I'll just bounce it again, yo. I don't care. I don't give a flip. What do you want from me? So we bounce that, draw the Dryad. They growth spiral. Draw factor fiction, sure. All right. New Orleans, everything was insane. Like just everywhere I went in New Orleans, all the food was amazing. Uh, so how much damage do I think I could do if they dredge this turn? Oh, let's just cast Factor Fiction. I mean, I want to explosion them here, but the problem is like the way that works out just is, I don't know. It's just nonsense. This is way better. Now that there's Force of Negation in the game. I'm taking that pile, no kidding. I already had Dryad in my hand anyway. They didn't know that, but they don't need to. Oh, you gotta have a sweaty cook. If your cook ain't sweating, they ain't working hard enough now. Alright, let's Ashiok them, sure. I mean, the clock is their bigger enemy than anything I'm doing, right? Lightning Axe. That was unexpected. Not that it's a problem, it's just unexpected. Nope. Denied! Nature's Claim. Wow. So let's go Archmage's Charm from my graveyard. Blue, blue, blue. You'll never slide when you walk into an Waffle House. I feel like that's the standard thing to happen. Just immediately mills a Creeping Chill. All right. They're picking up Golgari Thug here. They're down 1 Creeping Chill, so they have 2 more in their deck. They don't have Smiting Helix. Hardcast Ox. Yep, can't stop that one. Yikers. So they get to dredge at least 4. Just 4. Lucky me, holy crap. Didn't find another axe, or if they did, they don't want to cast it yet. Oh, I mean, the time I went to Waffle House, it was freaking fantastic. Again, very drunk, but it was great. The hash browns and the burger with bacon that I got, A+. I was extremely satisfied. I also probably almost punched my Australian bass player. Never in my life have I met such an insufferably annoying person. He's a good guy, but just that night in particular, he was being really, really insufferably annoying. You didn't get waffles? No. I wanted meat, damn it. I'm not a violent person, but good God, that boy. Pushing every one of my buttons. I'm just not much of a... well, I'm certainly not a pancake person, but waffles are pretty damn good. Why do the fry teas go from S tier to below F tier when you reheat them? Every other fry does not do that in the very mystical thermochemical reaction. I feel like most fried food does do that, JDX the kid, so I'm not sure how your perception of fries is, but in my personal opinion, and I fry food at home, as well as take out fried food, and I basically have never experienced anything that when reheated is... If I was served something like that, like the quality that I get when I reheat fried food, I would not be pleased. It would be below par. It would be subpar. I definitely would not accept the quality of reheated fried food of any fried food that I've basically ever had. So, and especially with French fries. Well, thanks for the follow there, Silent Spec.
You but my love.
You have to reheat the fries in an oven.
No
Yeah,
But my mom says I'm cool.
yeah, Colby definitely has it nailed down. Microwaves are terrible. Oh, GG's. You were the opponent. That makes sense. Sorry, yeah, just distracted with all sorts of... Didn't realize Wrenn was ulting that turn. Yeah, it happens. Do you know where people cook French fries? America? Yeah, it's fryer is actually spelled with a Y. It's very unintuitive and weird. In Greece. Heyo! This guy. This gal. This human being. The chat replay looks different. Yeah. Mr. Maple Syrup, I don't know if you've been by in the last couple of streams, but I updated the overlay, so everything looks a little different. Hopefully in a good way. Hopefully in a more sexful way. Is there any way you could tell me that, but more sexfully? Oh, now I want to watch some Futurama. And I will. If we can hit that bullseye, the rest of the dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate. How's it going, Cookie Ninja? We are playing this crazy 80 card deck and having a good time. Looking like an okay game one here against some variety of green-white Titan. Yeah, I mean that is, I think that is by and large the best Zap Brannigan quote there is. Yorion, mother may I? Things have gotten hot in South Ontario. So if I remand this, they'll just play it again. If I don't remand it, they could miss and do nothing. And if they hit, they'll play Dryad or whatever. So I'm just going to let this go. And then most likely they go land Dryad and we remand it. It's possible they miss. Worst case scenario, they just go like Karoo. But that's not even that bad because it just means I get to save the remand for later. If you don't remand it, they could also find a cavern. That you're not wrong. Here's the Dryad, though. Wake up in sweats in the morning. Yeah, that definitely happened to me the other day. I just turned on the AC for the first time tonight because my computer was huffing, and now it's doing a lot better. It's slightly cooler in here. No, I got you, JDX. I got you. Harness your power of generating infinite sweatpants. Tis a mighty power and is not to be abused. Plays Dryad with 3 mana open. All right, see you, Phoenix. I guess I'll counter it. No, no, they're not. The 3 mana they have that's extra might just burn off. Might just be styling with it. And having a counter up for the Titan is way more important. Just doing that, huh? Yeah. Opponent tried to see if I would blink. Didn't. Just trophied with Emrakul and Cube. What a messed up card. Ah. Mom's alright. She's pretty alright. Great mind games plan? I guess so. I mean, they just didn't have that many cards left in their hand, and like a second Dryad doesn't scare me, and Azusa doesn't scare me at this point. Oh, that's good, Barbecue House. Barbecue House. I'm glad you are enjoying it. Well, there's a very rambly one. We were all very tired when we were recording on Sunday night, so the next episode that's gonna get posted is a little bit rambly, but it's good. The first hour and a half was fine. Then we kept recording, and it I think it got a little bit away from us, but should be all right. Should be a fun listen anyway. So how important is it to me right now to get this opt cast versus losing a little bit more life? I think I really want this opt cast. I feel like we speak very slowly too. Yeah, I think we're all fairly deliberate speakers, which is not in and of itself a bad thing, but I agree. Well, I gotta thank you guys for doing the QC on that because I can't listen to things at faster speeds. It makes me like really uncomfortable. I just like, and obviously you're not doing it to enjoy it. You're doing it for QC, but for quality control purposes. But I can't listen to anything accelerated. I have to hear people speaking at this sort of normal rate. Bothered you at first? I'm sure I could get used to it. I just don't want to. Like anything, in my opinion, anything that's worth listening to for me is worth listening to at the correct pace. You're groundskeeper at a park and you need podcasts to listen to during the hours of cleaning bathrooms, mowing, and weed whipping. Yeah, I've been there. My first job, I was working at an organic food store. And most of my shifts consisted of like 60% just like doing garbage. And by garbage, I mean breaking down boxes in the back. Which in the winter was great because I just got to put on my winter coat and gloves and hat and all that, bundle up and go out back and just break down cardboard boxes. Summoner's Pact? Hell yeah. Bring it on, opponent. Ooh, they're going to cast Omnath. Neat. You people with your jobs where you could do things that weren't your job. It's okay, though. When I was working as a musician on cruise ships, I only worked 3.5, 4 hours a day. It was just 100% focused. You're not supposed to. Yeah, well, the concierge security people in this building do stuff like that while they're working, and I don't give a shit. Like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, thank God. They do something so that they don't just, like, totally fall into a pit of despair. Don't even think. Sorry about that. Don't even think of trying to escape. That was neat. Of course, they now have to pay for 2 Summoners Packs, which is really fun. For me, to watch. Not for them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they have to pay all but 2 of their remaining mana. Which means I should have a window to cast this Factor Fiction. I think I want to sorcery speed this Factor Fiction in case I find a Wrenn and Six. And basically, if there's a Wrenn and Six in this stack, I'm going to take it. There wasn't, but that's fine. That's a pretty good pile. I mean, it doesn't have any of the things I want, but it gets me closer to all of them, so. Probably taking the snap so I can snap opt. Or maybe just aggressively snap Serum Visions. I initially thought I only needed 3 too, but I bought a 4th one when they were still pretty reasonable. Huh, that's a pretty good split, opponent. And I'll take this pile, but I'm not happy about it. Growth Spiral. Okay, good. Dryad is big game here. Big game. Oh, I just put the Valakut in my graveyard, though. Not as big game as I was thinking. Still, good. Not great, not perfect, but good. No omelets yet on their side, and no Dryad is pretty okay. So they're going to go down to 2 mana here. So they could keep both Garrett Briggs untapped, but I don't think that that means they can do much. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't miscount. Good. They get to keep both Garen Briggs up, but I don't think they could possibly get to Titan mana with this. They get a Dryad mana. I guess if they had like land, Dryad, fetch. No, but then they wouldn't have the Valakut. If they had land, Dryad, Valakut, they'd get 1 bolt. That's not particularly scary. All right, be back in 1 second, folks. Sorry. Oh, they still haven't come back, huh? Wow. Or figured out what they're doing with their turn? Maybe they're in a deep grieving phase. Wrenn is a safe investment and needs 2-3 reprints to affect its price. Yeah, I think so. All that time and they did nothing with it. Fair enough. So unfortunately for the moment, I just don't have a plan for their Primeval Titan, which could be really bad. I suppose I could just Factor Fiction before I do anything else. Probably a smart thing to do. Just take any hard counter. Oh, there's a Wrenn and Six. Doesn't help me much, but there's a Wrenn and Six. So I guess my plan is Wrenn and Six. They could literally just split it like that. That would have been fine. I'm just gonna take whatever stack as the Wrenn and Six, dude. Do that. They, bro, they. So play the Wrenn and Six, pick up Valakut. Free Strand. It's free Strand, Blitz. There's a pool in the back. All right. Just gotta hope that they don't also have a Dryad, which I don't think that they do. All right. They play specifically Tunneling Pact. Oh no. Oh sure. Crap. I mistapped and mistapped. I think we're dead. Crap. Oof. Okay. The Boros garrison's in play, but they should have a Vesuva. So I think we're screwed. That's awesome, right? I don't know what they're doing with this. What are you doing? I should be dead here. I want them to show me, but we got pretty unlucky with our flips. But maybe using the Snapcaster for the Serum Visions so aggressively was a bad idea. I just assumed I was going to find something else that was going to be good enough. The way the Valakut and the Dryad and the Snapcaster all ended up working out, we just don't have any answer for this right now. So, assuming they can give it haste, and then... Oh, no, they just have to give it haste undead for Xaxes. So, they don't even need to do anything fancy like Double Strike. Although, maybe they're playing the bad version with Hanweir Garrison. Guess I'm about to find out. They haven't played a land yet this turn, though, so they could bounce their Boros Garrison to get the red-white mana, so there's tons of ways for them to easily massacre us. And by us, I mean me. The one who made the misplay. Just wish they would kill me faster. I would like to be dead sooner. Are we dead here? Haste Titan. They have an amulet. Slayer's Stronghold will do it on its own. There it is. Yeah. We're just dead to this. We are dead to the other card in their hand having been an amulet. That's what we're dead to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Stronghold gives +2/+0 and haste and vigilance. Could have been avoided by not using the breeding pool for Fact or Fiction. Yes? Yes. Attack my Wrenn and Six, coward. You can't leave that in play. It's too dangerous to live. They got Teleria West and Simic Growth Chamber. Sure. The turn where they were able to double Titan, I did get very lucky to draw a Remand off of the Cryptic counter draw. So I... Oh, they did... Yeah, but they didn't get the double strike land. That's crazy. Huh. Oh, we die for Xaxes. They did, Roy. They did. Night, Mr. Maple Syrup. Take care. Alright, that's fine. Going to game 2. Opponent is massacring their own clock. Well, I think Roy has been a little bit disconnected from Magic recently, which is fine. I mean, that's a choice. Some days. Yeah. Only some. Only slightly. Only slightly. All right. I think this is a very winnable matchup. We just got savaged at the last second there. Couldn't dig to any of these Archmage's Charm, Fact or Fiction, Cryptic Commands, or Force of Negations. Another Remand even would have been pretty good. Yeah, I'll keep that. Hand is great. Put them all to 6. Serum Visions. We draw Growth Spiral. So I don't need another one. Valakut is fine, though. So this turn we go Growth Spiral, next turn Ashiok, and hopefully that's game. Cavern, sure. Dryad, okay. Amulet, yep. Okay, good. Although I guess if they have Explorer... No, Explorer's banned at neutral. I was worried about the Karoo right off the bat, and if they had it, they probably would have used it. Or maybe not. Hilarious, sure. So now they should be done. Okay. So I think we go Breeding Pool, Shock, Growth Spiral for Scalding Tarn, or Flooded Strand, into Triome, and then we just play Ashiok Valakut. And in classic fashion, turning on the AC has now made it too cold, so I'm going to go turn it off. But now there's enough cold air, it should sustain well. At least the AC is working. Well, it's a condominium, so if it's not working for this unit, it's not working for, 100 other units, and there are old people here who can complain like the Dickens, I'm sure. There are old people here who have been complaining since World War II. That is a Karn. This was unexpected. Okay. Old people already walk on this. Yeah, but they still better have that damn AC working. They'll never, ever, ever let you turn it on. But they'll be damned if you're gonna, ever tell someone else that their AC wasn't working. Liquid metal coating, sure. This is a plan, opponent. This is a plan. Oh shit. I guess I'm supposed to go snap Serum Visions here? No. Dryad, then snap Serum Visions. Although, if I find a Valakut, then I can't play it. If I go Growth Spiral, snap Serum Visions, and then that sets me up best for next turn. Yeah, I think so. Good draw. I already have the Valakut, so no, here we go. I'm an idiot. Sometimes, Zach. Sometimes you need to stop being such a goofball. So do I save the Steam Vents in case they hit Titan? So that I can go Steam Vents plus Fetch to kill the Titan? Probably, right? I think so. I think there's no point in wasting this land drop. I don't even have another card for next turn to play a land, so feels like there's no particular cost. They have a Dryad? Sure. You got it. So if they had Fetchland Valakut, that would be like the best thing that they could have here. Because then they could kill my Dryad. Sure. Neat. Cool play, opponent. You are one hoopy frood. That is a tremendous draw. Love you, Wrenn and Six. What does Wrenn and Six say?
Shut up, baby, I know it.
Can't fetch? Oh, yes, I can. They can't fetch. Oh, they couldn't fetch. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yes. You are correct. Thanks, Smoochie. Yeah, I got you. The play I was suggesting wouldn't even be that good for them. You are correct. Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah. You gotta remember, I am not a smart man, but I know what love is. I don't. I was hoping Hadaway would tell me, but he didn't. But I don't even think he knows. Yikers. Scalding Tarn is actually... Scalding Tarn's a fine draw. I still have a land drop, right? Yeah. Yeah, I do. So this means even if they have a Titan, I can kill it? Or a Dryad, I can kill it? Nice. Cool. Does anyone think this Dryad of the Ilysian Grove Valakut combo has any legs? I don't know. Feels good, man. Feels okay. Crazy. Need too many pieces. It'll never work. Not in Modern. Maybe Pioneer. It's a Pioneer power level combo. Most of the pieces aren't legal, but we'll worry about that later. Like, you need a way to get lands on the battlefield. Yeah, that's true. I can't imagine how you could ever do that. Scathe Shift, that's a combo. Are they just dead? No. I can put them to 1. Cannot quite kill my opponent. How does it feel, opponent? How does it feel? Oh, yeah. You're going nowhere. Stepping into a Slim Jim, baby. I mean, that's Hulk Hogan, which I don't know how close my Macho Man is to a Hulk Hogan, but either way, I'm pretty happy. I like to pay the 2 life. No, I'm good. Excuse me, Mr. Savage. May I go to the bath? Hey, Freak with the follow. Sorry, not the follow, the Amazon Prime sub. You know, we are all of 4 sub points from the next emote slot, so I've got my Ralph emote ready. May not be professional quality, but I did it myself for $0.00. And with a flute up his nose, Ralph Wiggum. I'm going to clean it up a little bit more, but pretty happy with it. Thanks, Michiolo. I thought it was pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean, eh. They keep their 7. That's terrifying. I want to keep this mostly on the back of the Force of Negation. It's not great, but it's something. Yeah, we're forcing the shit out of that. Get out of here. Backhand that sucker. Whew. Do you know the only thing worse than ancient cursed artifacts? Mass-produced cursed artifacts. You are not wrong. So I think I want to play Opt now to try to hit my next land drop. Which is not my favorite, but... Oh, no? Okay. I was definitely playing with fire bottoming there, but it worked out. Wish for land drop reveals Valakut. The monkey paw curls. I know what I'm about, Pogo Shark. I wanted to play the Remand this turn. I know what I'm about. Bam. Hitting it like it's my day job. I can copy their Summoner's Pact. I mean, I think that the bigger thing is I can copy and explore and then fail to be able to play a land on their turn. If they have a Garen Brig, they could play a Titan. But there just isn't anything I can do about that. So the real decision is like, do I want to play Valakut now, or do I want to get a Ketria Triome, or do I want to cycle Shark Typhoon for X1? I mean, I could get a Steam Vents and also cycle the Shark Typhoon for X1. I don't know. None of these options are particularly appealing. Actually, you still can't do it, Last God. It needs to be your turn. It's just hard coded in the rules. There's no way to make land drops on your opponent's turn that's allowed in the rules. Like in terms of playing a land. You can put lands into play, but you cannot play a land during someone else's turn. It's just totally ruled out. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad, Roy. I agree. Did they just straight up not play a land once they got the Dryad in play? Okay, that's really good news. They didn't have Castle Titan. That's not good. That's great. And then the fact that they just didn't play a land with Dryad is also really good. There's a good chance that they swing here and then go double strike the Dryad. And I will Cryptic Bounce it. No? Okay, that's fine. If they just go end step, I'm going to bounce the Growth Chamber? No. Well, they're playing something. Probably countering whatever this is. What was my take on the new Blue Force? I'm not sure. It seems powerful, but I don't know. I don't know how powerful it'll be. I think it's going to be part of certainly some kind of obnoxious blue-white taxes deck, but beyond that, I have no idea. Amulet. Well played. Holy shit. Well, I guess I'm in the business of not letting Titans resolve, which I was already in, so no change. Cast Erixmathes with the Line of Anticipation. Nice. Yeah, the new Blue Force seems very, very good. I'm not sure how good. I think having Force of Negation plus that in the format is going to really change how people interact with blue decks. But I don't necessarily know how good or otherwise that will be. This is fine. My plan for the moment is just to kill the Dryad. Fuck! I fat-fingered my keyboard. It's okay. Not a big deal. Big loss of tempo, but not game ending in any way. Yeah, we're gonna kick the Burst Lightning, but I goofed and just kind of clicked through the end step there. Man, I could have made a 4/4 Shark there too. I guess I could do that instead now. Then they just won't attack, so. Kick it. Do 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 down 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 do bing do bing do bing 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 bow 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 bing bing bing. The ultimate boomer song. You know what? As much as that song was overplayed in guitar shops and crap, it is legitimately a fantastic song. Ian Gillian was overrated. He's fine. I mean, maybe he was overrated. Maybe Ronnie James Dio still is overrated. I don't know. But I still like both of them. I think I'm just making it a shark here, honestly. Richie Blackmore. Oh my god. That man. What a rock force. What's opponent doing? Amulet doesn't have thing. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I'm very okay with it. Whatever's happening over there, you go nuts, opponent. I am incredibly pleased. So I can growth spiral into Aether Gust. Seems good. Don't really need the opt. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, so I can growth spiral plus Aether Gust plus Archmage's Charm. Life total is getting a little sketchy, but the fact that they just keep missing land drops is a big deal. They don't have 6 mana, and I'm guessing they haven't hit a Karoo yet. Or like even a like a breeding pool or something like that. Which is crazy, but it does seem to be what's happening. So, listen, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to sit here and win this game. Also, I'm going to look at their hand during their draw step. I may not be able to take lands, but I can certainly mess with other cards. Yeah. And I still have the ability to play Archmage's Charm and Aether Gust, so. I did miss a land drop there. That's probably okay. Clique. Yeah, me too, Last God, but I mean, I think that's a limited card. I think that card is intended for limited. They drew the Garenbrag. All right, check out their hand. Look at this. What is that for? Okay. I'm not even going to send anything out of this hand. Dryad. Sure. I guess that's a plan. Do they not have dismembers? Maybe they don't. They can just leave their hand as is. Take a Titan, force them to pact. Yeah, but I don't want to give them more draws into mana 406 lol. Like, they have double Titan anyway, right? And I have a counter per turn to slow them down. Just want to wait a Thoughtseize Tron pieces away. Yeah. I don't think they're ever going to give us, like, discard non-basic land. Or something similar to that. No, I want to Archmage's Charm first, because that means next turn I can Aether Gust, which only costs me 2, and then we can Explosion for, like, some number. Shit. Oh, we've got Wrenn and Six coming up to Ultimate anyway. And I have a Snapcaster now. And a Cryptic Command in my graveyard. Okay, this game's over. They just had too many dead draws. Night, JK Torborg. Thanks for the good luck. They could print a Thoughtseize effect that hits non-basic, allows the owner of the non-basics to tutor a basic onto the battlefield. What about into their hand? I'm not saying that that's like a fun idea, but that seems balanced. Thoughtseize that's allowed to hit non-basics, and then they're allowed to tutor their library for a basic to their hand. Because that actually accomplishes what you want, right? They put it on top. Yeah, not surprising. Oh, they're just dead, aren't they? Fun. And we'll have fun, fun, fun till the Dryad takes my life total away. Ooh, ooh. Fun, fun, fun till the Dryad takes your life total away. Do 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 do. Beep 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 beep. They made a command, maybe where one mode lets your Thoughtseize anything from their hand. Monocolored commands. Black, black, black. Choose 2 of 4, and one of the modes is that. I feel like that would be okay as long as most of the other modes were not good at trading card for card. Profane Command is the mono black one. Oh, yeah. Well, I know that, Barbecue Hoss. I just mean if there was like another cycle of commands. All right. .406 law, I just think that if you had a discard spell for non-basic lands that allowed the person to replace it with a basic land, that is something that they would consider. I'm not saying they'll do it. I'm saying they would consider it. Because you can't, like, just land screw them. That's just not an option with that setup. They do, it's called Ghost Quarter. Well, I mean, they get to have it in play, right? And if it's their third Tron land, shit, I just bottomed a Burst Lightning because Batu Tinha is known for playing control decks, and I assumed he would never be playing anything with Swift Spears and Lightning Bolts, which is obviously not a good thing to do. But I did it, so we're here now. Hopefully this is Manamorphose into Stormwing, which means I'll take 2. Well, that's good too. I appreciate this play. Good draw. Very good draw. Yeah. Given the rest of my hand, this is a fantastic draw. Valakut now. Bolt and Opt, then Snap Bolt. Seems good. Yeah, this is fine. So if they replay the Sprite Dragon attack, I'm probably just taking the 2 and then EOT Bolt. We'll see if he tries to push damage, though. Anyway, Ghost Quarter puts you down a land, though, also, Barwick, which is a totally different Totally different functionality. So I really don't think Ghost Quarter is comparable to a, like, 1-for-1 land Thoughtseize. I mean, obviously this is going to put you down a card, but still, putting you down a land drop is fairly different, I think. No mutagenic growth. That's phenomenal. I think there's nothing for it. We just snap bolt right now. This is the best possible window. Scraw! Lavender. And flashback. Okay. I will take it. That's what you want to do, buddy. I won't let you do it. Sure. Unearth, discard, edict, zombie token as 4 modes on a BBB sorcery. Yes. Holy shit. God, that's some nonsense. What? Okay, well, I guess what they did makes more sense now. Hooray. Jesus. All right. Pass the turn. Sack the fiery islet. Sure. Play a Swiss Spear. That's what I want to see. That is not what I wanted to see. Snapcaster. Target. Remand. I guess they could burn it in response, and then I just die? Yeah. Shit. Was I just dead anyway, though? Like, nothing mattered ever? Oh, they're going upstairs? Wait a minute. Okay. Wait, this is fine. Weird. Lavadart says maybe. Well, I'm not dead. I'm 110% not dead. I lose the value off the Snapcaster, but at least I don't die. I mean, I'm dead next turn, and I have to cast this other Remand on my upkeep, which sucks out loud. I don't have to cast it on my upkeep? What? Oh, I guess he just doesn't care, because he doesn't need to. Shit. Yeah, I just can't make any decisions anymore, because I immediately die in response. And all they need is a mountain. God. Freaking... It doesn't matter what I do. I have removal and I have a remand, and I can't make any moves. So stupid. Ugh. Sorry. I apologize, chat. That's just a super frustrating game to lose. Like, everything actually kind of lined up okay for us, and we still got massacred. As far as game ones go, that was pretty good, and it was still abysmal. Oh my god. Tough. Okay. Prowess is a fun deck. I loathe Prowess being tier 1. I really do. I've heard people say that they're like happy that a deck like Prowess is like the tier 1 deck. I'm like, ugh, I don't understand how. At least with Burn, I felt like I had a really, really good handle on like the maximum that they could do. No, I figured you were being facetious. But the thing about prowess that drives me nuts is like sometimes they have 3 cards in hand and you're like, okay, that could be like 2 damage or that could be like 15 damage with like 1 creature in play. Yeah, burn can run out of gas. Well, and burn is very limited. If they have 3 mana in play, they can only deal 9 damage with 3 cards or 7 damage with 2 cards. And it's just a lot more like, I don't know, predictable, I guess. You don't like they just don't the maximum potential of the deck is not quite as completely busted in half. Which obviously there's a reason we're seeing a lot less burn and a lot more prowess because anyway, I don't want to be that guy who just sits around complaining about prowess. It's a pain in the ass, and even if you want to beat it, you can't necessarily beat it, but I guess it's nice that the format isn't all like, I don't know, Esper control or blue-white control. That's why you need to hate 2 decks. Oh, I do, Roy. You heard my treatise on the subject of Amulet Titan? I like that. Mutagenic Growth is supposed to be a card for Infect to combo with. I don't even know if that's true. I mean, obviously they would have seen that Mutagenic Growth could be played with Infect, given that they're from the same block. But I don't know that they intended Mutagenic Growth to be comboed with Infect. I think that card is on rate for what it does. Quote unquote on rate for quote unquote what it does. Wow, that is an astoundingly weak turn from them. Relic. Fine, Flooded Strand can go. Good draw. I have Bolt, Snap, Bolt available. Or Factor Fiction. I probably just want to fire off Factor Fiction this turn. I was very tempted to play it main phase, but the feeling that I could literally die for doing that made me pause. So we're gonna go end step Factor Fiction most likely, and then probably try to kill a Sprite Dragon on my turn. Light up the stage. That's unusual. Yeah, all right. Manamorphose and light up the stage. Jeez. All right. Well, I think I try to kill the Sprite Dragon here. They didn't play the other light up the stage. Weird. Huh. So I can just massacre them, huh? Good. I like that. Relic you. Okay. Take my opt. You're gonna wish you hadn't done that, opponent. Now I'm gonna have so many cards I could have made mistakes with. So many cards. And I could have made mistakes with all of them. Look at how many cards I could have exiled by accident. So this turn is Bolt, Snap, Fry, which I already have the island for. So I think this pile is very much superior. The Bolt is going to go for the... I could have played Valakut, right? No. I need all the mana. The Bolt is going to go for the, sorry, the Soulscar Mage. And then if they have Mutagenic, I still get to kill the Sprite Dragon. Sprite Dragon's the one I want to kill anyway. So, but it'll go to 6, right? No, it'll go to 5. Okay. Yeah. 2 plus 3. Yeah. Okay. You will die, little Sprite Dragon. Fry might be a card I need to sideboard more often against Prowess. Seems pretty okay. Doesn't hit Soulscar Mage or Monastery Swiftspear, but the fact that they're mostly playing 4 Sprite Dragons and 4 Stormwing entities nowadays means it's a lot better than it was once upon a time. I haven't seen a Weather the Storm yet, so... You know what does hit everything? Doomblade. No, not black creatures. What you really want to be playing is Hero's Downfall. What if your opponent plays a Gideon Ally of Zendikar? What are you going to do? Kill the night tokens? Psh. What a nerd. Oh no, guys, I'm back to being an arrogant, balding Magic the Gathering player. I've become everything I hate. Path to Exile hits everything that doesn't have Shroud, Hexproof, Pro White. Yeah, the thing about Path is giving your opponent's lands is generally quite poor right now. But it's potentially... It's been out of fashion for long enough that it feels like... somehow it's sort of come full circle. Oh, Roy. Jeez. Okay, well, I could make a 3/3 Shark, which is not particularly impressive. Might just be in the business of stealing their Swift Spear here, depending on how much damage they try to push. Oh, man, I thought they would sack their Relic there for sure. I guess they're worried about the Wrenn and Six. Iteration. Yikes. Yep. I mean, if I had Weather the Storm this turn, it would be... This is a potential, like, 15 life kind of turn. Lightning Bolt into exile. Yipes! I mean, they're definitely casting that, right? So I'm going to take 8 at minimum. Was that the one in exile, or was it... Yeah, it was. Okay. Now, are they going to do it for more? They are. Of course they are. Holy crap. Can you stop doing that? Holy shit. God goddamn. Like, what are you even supposed to do against this crap? I don't know, man. I don't know. Cool, I'm at 5. They still have 3 cards in hand, too. They're not feeling particularly taxed here. Well, I mean, I've always hated Path to Exile. I don't think Path is an awful card. I just don't like it. Similar to... Am I just supposed to play a Clique here? No. No. And I'm not attacking with the Swift Spear either in case they have a second one. It's just that the Shark token is so unlikely to be relevant at all. They're just going to kill it. And then second, of course they're going to have another iteration. How could they not? How could they not? So somehow I need them not to have 3 points of damage. Yeah. I mean, the red card draw was bad enough, but now that they have both light up the stage and expressive iteration, it's insane. Well, yeah, or worse, right? Yeah, Path is a necessary evil, exactly. But I much prefer Assassin's Trophy. Because at least Assassin's Trophy deals with a bunch of unconventional crap. So it looks like we're dead here, but it's not surprising. Oh, look. We died. The third bolt! How could it not be? And we're exactly dead. Oh my god. Insane. God. I really do hope there's some kind of something that hoses this deck. Abrupt Decay may very well be your favorite instant / sorcery period. Nice. I don't know what mine would be. I am a big fan of Vindicate. I just love the fact that it's just destroy target permanent, period. I think Damnation is probably my favorite sorcery, followed by Wrath of God. Yeah, I hope Vindicate's in Modern Horizons too. It really should be. Like, Vindicate feels like a very modern power level card, just like Counterspell. I am a big fan of Expansion Explosion. That's true. I do own 4 foil Expansion Explosions. Shardless almost confirmed. I mean, it hasn't been confirmed yet, so it's not, but I think it should be. All right, we'll keep that. Uh-oh. Oh, probably shouldn't have kept. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. And Counterspell, right? Like, they had pretty much everything that has been confirmed so far. Shit. This is a very, very bad hand in this matchup. Oh, yeah. Feels dead, man. I mean, we do have Force of Negation, so. And there are remands. I don't have any extra draws at a remand. It has to be that one. You know, there are Force of Negations in this deck. Like, theoretically, we could draw one of those. It's not likely, but 3 in 72 cards was like, it's like a 50-50. Either you draw it or you don't, you know? Spell Snare in every deck that's blue. Changed my mind. I mean, I think that's pretty likely, at least as a sideboard card, to counter spells. But we'll see on that one. I mean, it's definitely going to be a way to get leverage in the counter wars. But yeah, we'll see. I think if I want to just like grind for a bit, I'm gonna play like Blue-Red Breach or something like just very clean, where I can play like a bunch of counterspells, remands, and spell snare. Yeah, Dispel is also gonna be pretty freaking good. Dispel is already secretly very good. It counters Dispel count. Oh, they're on Amuletron. Dispel hits Veil of Summer, which is actually a big deal, Mark. When you get into those kind of counterfights on like Blue-Red Breach or any blue control deck, really, that's like tempo focused, that has like a big blowout play that you're trying to resolve, Dispel is actually really sick. I was surprised by it a bunch of times in the last week, and since that point I was like, I see. Can't quite play prime time. Karn? He did. He surely did. Alright. I have found a use for my lightning bolts. Maybe they'll print Veil of Winter. It's coming. Veil of Winter is coming. Jeskai Stoneblade. Nice. That is a sweet deck. Well, as long as they don't have Ulamog, we're going to be fine. But Ulamog will be disastrous. This actually might not be Amulet, Titantron. I just thought it was from the way they're like, the fact that they played Explorer is very strange in a normal Tron deck. Maybe it's just Tron with Explorer for whatever reason. It doesn't actually make a lot of sense because normal Tron plays like 19 lands. Explorer synergizes very poorly. Just remand the Ulamog, obviously. Dedoy? Why didn't I think of that? Grabs Jigantha, sure. So I have to beat... Actually, they may not be able to play the Jigantha this turn. They don't have green mana. I'll take the 3. I got time. So if they have the green source afterwards... Growth Spiral and Steel Token? No. Well, I mean, I guess I could have if I wanted to pitch. But I feel like I'm okay to let the token hit me a bunch of times, Roy. Like, they're at 25. Stealing the token is not... I want the Archmage's Charm for the... No, but we knew the Karn was in their hand. I remanded it last turn. The bigger thing is, if I hard cast Force of Negation here... if they have a green, they can just play the Jigantha, which is semi-prob. Well, I have Snap Bolt. Yeah, we just force this. And then if they have green source Jigantha, then I have Snap Bolt to deal with that. It's not great, but it does work. Okay, they didn't have it. Good. I'm nuts? Or are you... I hope that was intended to be as funny as it is. You think Squirrels is going to be tier 1? You're nuts. Nah, because you see, because Squirrels nuts. Anyone? Yeah? No? Alright, cool. Good talk. Tough room. Yikes. Damn, viewer count dipped right down there. All right, I know what the audience is about now. All right. I still like. I would like to deal with this beast, but I can't let the Jigantha resolve or that. So I'm glad I didn't. Nothing from the peanut gallery. Peanuts. Okay, don't have anything again. You don't have anything. That's damn right you don't. You damn right. Who's the planeswalker that's 2 CMC and picks up lands from your graveyard? Wrenn. Damn right. The baddest 2 CMC planeswalker that ever did draw you a card per turn. Wrenn. Alright. Alright. My children's favorite dad joke is the one about a graveyard and people dying to get in it. That's fantastic. Did you hear about the new graveyard? It's so popular, everyone's dying to get in. Oh. That is so much mana. Oh, this is going to give them their green mana. I think that's okay, though, because I just counter the Gigantha. I suppose the bigger danger is when they start chaining out nonstop, like, Ancient Stirring into threat, Ancient Stirring into threat, Ancient... Oh, they got Sanctum? Oh, that's terrifying. Say what? Oh my god. Didn't I counter that last turn? Properly? Hey, thanks for the follow, King Babar. 2. There's the Ulamog. This is card number 3, yeah. Jeez. And they got the Ulamog in their hand now. Well, I'm going to snap Remand. Because they have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they can't do both next turn anyway. And I have a Dryad on top, which hopefully gets me moving somewhere. I mean, in theory, if I find enough targets for the Ulamog, then I can deal with the Karn after it. Like, I have Snap Archmage's Charm for next turn. The Ulamog can't exile enough lands to, like, cripple me. So it's probably going after Wrenn and Six and a land. Maybe Wrenn and Six the Snapcaster if they feel really weird and scared for whatever reason. I don't think they should. But if they do, you know, whatever. It's not... The in-laws who hate any jokes. You're not Scandinavian by chance, are you? No, you said German, but the Germans that my family are the kind of is like the kind of boisterous, fun-loving Germans for the most part. Well, my Opa can be a bit of a tool, but anyway. In-laws who don't like jokes. Yeah, that sounds pretty brutal. Small children parroting dad jokes they don't understand. That is really cute. The Germans I know are actually Brazilian. Is it usually the other way around? They're Brazilian. What? Well, they're from Brazil. They're German. It's a long story. Yeah, I think they will. I mean, them leaving Snapcasters, like a Snapcaster, isn't much of a... Oh, no, I hope they don't have another Sanctum. I do have to find an out for the Karn that's going to come down after the... Don't smile. Yeah, but 3rd generation now is the correct time frame, let's say. So they finally got a forest. There he is. So I assume Dryad and Wrenn and Six. We don't talk about that. Greentron player is really having a struggle over there. Yeah, okay. So we'll just go snap Archmage's Charm. I don't have an answer for the Karn particularly. I mean, we'll just see. And they have 1, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 7 plus 5 is 12. So they play Jegantha and Karn next turn? Holy crap. Jeez. Better be a good one. Not a good one. Better be a good one. Not a good one. Better be a good one. That's a hit! Okay. So we go Cryptic, counter, Karn, bounce, Snapcaster. And we're back in the game. Yeah, I guess so. Third time's the charm, or command, as the case may be. I'm playing the Karn for... Ho! Okay, so there's still going to be a Karn to deal with. Good to know, I guess. And here comes the ambulance. What, doctor? That's one heck of a play. Yeah, their stream of nonstop rocket fuel has been pretty gross. I mean, the Jegantha was a free draw, but still. Well, that's a good draw. So I can block and then burst lightning. But I only have 9 mana, so I have to have Snap, Cryptic. No, I have a Remand. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They have 13 mana, so if they had one more, they could double Karn. But looks like they're down. They're down 1 so far. We'll see if they... Did they play? Explore? Oh, okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stars, Jesus. Are you talking about the 6 mana Ultra Command? Sublime Epiphany or whatever it was called? Oh, Archmage. Okay, you're just talking Archmages. Got it. Map, sure. Do you have a plan with that map, or we just... What are we doing here? I'm finally playing the Karn, I assume. Second Ulamog. Fuck. Poing. No one wants to talk about Warping Whale. I'd like to talk about Warping Whale. The fact that it contains a line about countering a sorcery has killed me multiple times fairly recently. It is upsetting. How much sideboard play do you think Voidmire will see? It's a really interesting question. I think it'll move in and out of sideboards. It certainly is a reasonable shot for Karn. I don't know if that's true, Last God. I mean, it's a pretty powerful hoser against all sorts of nonsense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Etron is obviously the most powerful influencer of how much or little play that card is likely to see. People will try it and come back to Wet Ball. I could see that happening, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I factor fiction and I don't get a single land, I can't counter the incoming Karn. But if I let them play the Karn and they... No, I'm just going to snap Cryptic it. There's just no reason not to. Gosh, it's so mana inefficient. I'm just like one short. I would really like to play this Fact of Fiction, just know I was going to hit a land, but I don't think I'm as lucky as my opponent. I can go snap Cryptic, bounce the snap, and then have snap Remand for the future, although the amount of mana they have is just totally unreasonable now. I suppose if they Ghost Quartered me, I'd have the one extra to Fact of Fiction. So they have 14, 15, 16, 17 mana. Although, finally, I managed to grind them down to one card in hand. For the love of God, it took a village. It really did. I'm excited with Modern Horizons to play Snapcaster with Abundant Harvest. That's one thing I definitely want to do. I don't know if it'll be good, but I would like to play Teamer Hyper Control. Bliss off the top is lethal? Sure is. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. What? What the hell is that? Cycle Typhoon for what? A 1/1? What, like, for a force? Oh yeah, I probably should have, or a Remand. Sorry, I was just tilted off. You're right. I just haven't generally been playing the best during this league. Hopefully I'll feel more on the ball tomorrow. So I can play Shark Typhoon and then hardcast Factor Fiction for a 4/4. And present them with the choice of what to do with their Karn, or or just make a 7/7 Shark and hit the Karn to half. Leave the Scalding Tarn in my hand to exile to the Karn. Then I hit it to 7. Then they exile the token. And then it's at 4. And then I have space to cast the Factor Fiction. All right. I like this plan. It's not perfect, but I like it. If they plus Karn and then draw something else that's more gasoline, then I'll just discard the Scalding Tarn and cast the Factor Fiction in response. Sorry, exile. Not cast. O-Stone? Explore, thank goodness. I don't know how many O-Stones or whatnot they could possibly be playing. So they just don't have any room left in their deck. Okay, potentially good draw. Huh. The Dryad... If I can get the Dryad and the fetch land, I can win. Or I can kill the Karn. Legend says if they get 4 sets of Tron in play, they win the match. That's true, as far as I understand it. Oh, please. Do it. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward. Just do it. That's a totally reasonable split. Rats. Oh, no! Don't split up the Dryad and the fetch land. It's not worth it, opponent. It's not worth it. There's no way they give me Dryad fetch. They can be bad. You don't know how bad they are. So hit Karn for 7, play Dryad, Valakut. I have a Serum Visions in hand, so I might hit a second land. I think that top stack is worth taking anyway. I can put the Karn to 4 and then make it guaranteed dead, so that's probably worth doing. And have Force Negation theoretically ready to go. No, I can't do all of it, but I can do most of it. I guess I can Serum Visions first to see if I want to do anything with all this stuff. Land, please. Land, please. Fetch land. Yes! Never didn't have it. Doesn't matter where I put these because I'm going to shuffle, right? Dryad. Lightning Bolt. We've killed 4 Karns. Oh! Oh, I forgot about the Ghost Quarter. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's all coming down. No. Oh, I should have played the fetch land first. Then I could have at least put their Karn to 1. Oh, God, and I could have played the fetch land so I could have the Force ready. But then they're going to up the Karn anyway, so I... Well, that's bad. Jeez. I just punted, like, insanely. Well, not that insanely. I just forgot about the freaking... What? They got a freaking Ugin. Good lord. Oh... What a stupid way to lose a game. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh. We had a chance until that. Oh my god. Yeah. Now we have closure? What, like death closure? Like we can't win anymore and we're going to die? I guess so. Yeah. Jeez. What a stupid way to lose. I mean, we were dead anyway, right? Because even if I went Misty Rainforest first, well, I mean, Mr. Jazzerton, I mean, I think that's a bit of a stretch. Man, we have no sideboard for this. Like, Ashiok, I'm going to bring it in, but I don't actually think Ashiok is a particularly good card to play in this matchup. I just think it's better than Lightning Bolt for the most part. Yikes. Yeah. But, yeah, I think even if I did that right, because they had that Ghost Quarter in play forever, we were just not going to win that. But, I mean, that's fine. We had a pretty subpar draw in a bunch of places. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, this is definitely a matchup where you do down tick your Ashiok on them because sometimes they only play one Ulamog or or even worse, maybe they play 2, but at least you might be able to exile one. Also, I mean, Ashiok shutting down maps and Sanctums is not nothing, and Sylvan Scryings. These are not nothing. Did I build a sweet Esper list? I don't know. You tell me, friend. Wait, where's my sweet Esper list? I definitely built it earlier today. Excuse me? Okay, I did build it. It's not here anymore. Something went wrong with my Moto earlier, and it changed all the lands in this deck. I'll be able to remember what I built, or at least 90% of it. But I did build a sweet Esper list. The dog did eat my deck list. I swear to you, I built a Esper deck list earlier today. I also, like, when I started up this stream and I switched over to this deck, the lands were back to being new frame. But I have a screenshot from earlier today where I can prove that I had them on old frame. And that earlier today was when I also built the Esper Witchblade deck. So we are playing that tomorrow. Not to worry. I have not forgotten it. All right. I mean, I need to draw a piece of counter magic most likely, but about as good as it's going to get. It's not salty Esper, it's stony. Rock hard. Opponent keeps their 7. Yikes. I think they kept their 7 in game 1 too. But yeah, I mean, Tron is another one of those decks where it's like, it's super tilting when you're not actually playing hate against them. And when you get into those endgame states against Tron, it's really frustrating to find out just how well they actually grind. It is not a fun experience, in my opinion. When you get lucky enough to beat through their early game, then they just like keep ripping gasoline. MTGA doesn't even have a functioning ladder. I mean, I don't know if it's not functioning, but it's certainly not. Are you kidding me? The fuck is that? Of course something like that would happen. Uh-huh. And now they know exactly what my hand is. Oh, this is fantastic. I mean, yeah, they didn't miss the one in the graveyard. Jesus Christ. Oh, some days. Jesus. Surgical extraction. I guess they wanted to make sure they could blow out Snapcasters. That actually makes sense. But, jeez. God damn. Huh. That's interesting to hear about Dry Boomer. So, do I try to hit a land, or do I just settle into death? I think I'm going to try to hit the land. I mean, I'm not a coward. Valakut again. Woo! Never didn't have it, friends. They're gonna have a second surgical. Watch. Watch. Oh! They're doing it! I'm not even mad. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. They kept a 7 with double surgical. I mean, at least we still have a Flooded Strand we could draw next turn, right? What? How's the deck been? It's been a little all over the place, Muffins on a Hill. Which is not surprising. Like, what can you do? Like, my deck is so slender now, it's almost 60 cards. It's so lithe and supple. Stop trying to make fetch a thing. What in the flip? I don't even believe it. I can't, I don't. It's fucking unreal, dude. Screenshot the graveyard and say, guess what deck they're on. See if people can guess what deck they're playing. I'm gonna hold the Remand for their next threat. But I assume at that point they're gonna have a Veil of Summer because there's no. Well, you know, if I can find a single other land to discard at this point now, we're kind of in business. Tron can make itself into any form, blitz, knives, and stabbing weapons, you know. Alright, I think I'm going to counter this. No, because then they could still have a land drop. God damn it. But I don't want you infinitely ramping opponent. Makes it very difficult to deal with your threats. That's some old technology, Freed. I have another surgical on the bird play. It's a good thing I didn't board out any of my burn, Roy. Yep. Good thing. Holy crap. Are you really? I'm countering this. At this point, their threats are limited to Wormcoil and Karn, and I just don't even care anymore. I can't. Uh-huh. What do you got? Gigantha. Sure. Flooded Strand off the top. Bang. Let's go. Well, that's not great. Not bad, but it's not great. Do I have to draw step clique them? Because if they have an Ulamog, I'm just done. Speaking of which, can we talk about the fact that last game I managed to play through an Ulamog with basically no problem? Like, that was gosh darn impressive, and they still managed to crush us into the dirt. Ashiok, mill yourself, then pick up the land. We can't possibly whiff. That now you're thinking with portals. This is almost definitely a misplay, by the way. and I apologize to anyone who was hoping for better for me. You know what? Sometimes you're just, sometimes you're just not supposed to win. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I didn't click on it. I clicked on the frame. I wanted to take a picture of that. Oh. I guess we'll concede. Hit Veil. Hit Veil? They have 2 Ulamogs. I'm done. I'm done. I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care. I'm not playing any more of that game. I just don't care. They double surgicaled our fetch lands. We had nothing going on, and they had double Ulamog. 3rd surgical. Oh. So yeah, this deck was a romp. It was a little loose. Sideboard decisions are obviously a little difficult. The one of Expansion Explosion is really cute. I honestly just think this would work better as a 60 card deck for the most part. Yeah, exactly, Blitz. No, nothing to be super down about. I think this would work better as a 60 card deck, because then you don't have to play like these cards. You don't have to play as many Snapcasters. You don't have to... I don't know what the cliques are doing. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be increasing the clock, but I don't know. I think you end up with a better deck much more quickly by doing things like this. Yeah, I agree with that, Freed. I mean, sometimes there have been decks where you can just play like a Yorion, but as I said, I think you need like ultra mega mana, which this deck actually surprisingly doesn't do. And usually when it does, you're just killing them anyway. So it's not like, I don't know, but maybe there were times where I should have had the Yorion and done more with it. I think I definitely didn't play with the Yorion as well as I'm used to, because this deck doesn't have incentives to do it. Like, I didn't pick up the Yorion once. I think maybe one time in the entire league I picked up the Yorion. I didn't cast it any number of times. So, yeah, I would agree with that. Muffins on a Hill. I think so. I can't even say that they were wrong to do so. It was a huge pain in the ass. Like that was legitimately very, very crippling. The fact that they had double surgical for the 2 fetch lands that I had was a big deal. That made the deck very much less functional. We still had 3 polluted deltas and 4 flooded strands to draw into, but still, like, good goddamn. I have never had anyone do that and have it be anywhere near that effective. So it was really surprising. But anywho, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think for me, I don't really. This deck is not going to do it for me, but it is super super sweet. So, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Hope you've had a good night here, watching this hilarious deck crash and burn a little bit, watching some Velomachus turns, etc. I'm going to send y'all over to Freak You Nasty, creator of the Velomachus turns deck and all-around groovy guy. But if you're on the future on YouTube, you can hit that like button for me, smash that subscribe button if you like what I do. Check out any other videos you're interested in. And we're going to be playing a little bit of Esper Witchblade tomorrow and something else. I don't know what. Maybe I'll actually just do a proper stream recording of Velomachus turns for the first time in a while. Although I've been recording my challenges, so I really don't think I need to do that. But I'll find something else to play. I know I've got other stuff kicking around that I'm interested in playing. If anyone knows anything they would really like me to play, you can tweet at me, of course, or leave me a YouTube comment or anything. Is that animation mine? It is. It is mine. I made that. I sure did. Yeah, it's all right. I make a lot of funny Simpsons memes. If you're interested in them, you can find them on Reddit. by looking up Mana Symbol. I'm also on Imager at Mana Symbol, and you can find all of the Simpsons slash Magic crossover gifs and memes that I've ever made. So if you're interested in those, you can check it out that way.
Unknown Twitch channel, what? Oh, I misspelled it. There we go.